basics of getting from your Novice Bounty Hunter all the way to the Master of, I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. And a short guide to the type of weapons you're going to want to use at the start and collect once you get started. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment because it will help the channel grow. And as always, enjoy the video. To start off, I'm going to run over the prerequisites for Bounty Hunter. First thing you need to be is a Master Marksman, and you also need to complete the exploration tree of the Scout profession. I would suggest also that you complete either the Master Pistolier or Master Carbineer professions, whichever one you enjoy the most. The links to both of those guides are up in the right-hand corner. First thing we're going to do is go up the Lightning Cannon line first. Then we're going to go up the Carbine line, and then Pistols line, and finally the Investigation. There is no combat XP-based tree for Bounty Hunter, so don't even worry about it. So we're going to group up, get some dock and ent buffs, and then head to one of the starter planets and blast away at the hardest missions you can get. On Naboo, it's usually Fumbas. On Corellia, Sharnafs, and Tatooine, Pickets. You get the idea. First weapon we're going to talk about is the Light Lightning Cannon, or LLC as I say it. It is electricity-based damage with light armor piercing capability. Now, for grinding, all you really want to care about is the attack speed. The faster, the better. And then you're going to go to minimum damage. Once you're completed Master Bounty Hunter, then you can deal with the higher damage stuff and spend the big money for them. But right now, speed is king. King, king, king. Don't buy anything with a slow attack speed. It'll just drag out your grind and make you extremely frustrated. So buy the fastest you can afford. This one right here that I'm showing you is 200k, and you should have plenty of money because you've been doing a lot of grinding on mobs. This should be affordable. Pick something like this up. Okay, the next weapon up is the DXR6 Heavy Carbine. Now this is an acid-based weapon damage, and it does have light armor piercing capability. Now again, same principle goes with this as it does with the Lightning Cannon. Speed is king. Okay, buy the fastest one you can get. Then worry about the minimum damage. Okay, once you get done, like I said before, then buy the heavy duty, all-powerful God gun. But for now, speed is king. And this one right here was about 175k, I think it was. You can totally afford this with all the grinding you've already done to get to this point. Okay, the last thing we're going to talk about is a scatter pistol. Now here, speed is not king, because scatter pistols are pretty fast in general. You're going to be hard-pressed to find one that stinks as far as attack speed goes, unless it was a looted one. A crafted one, you're never going to find one that's horrible. So, what we're going to look for is attack speed between 1 and 2. And on this particular weapon, minimum damage is king. You're going to want to find the highest minimum damage you can find in the 1 to 2 attack speed range. So, scroll through a bunch of these, check them all out, find the best one you can afford. That's the one you're going to use for the grind. Okay, for the combat professions, the Light Lightning Cannon, the Bounty Pistol, and the Bounty Carbine, all you really have to do is your point-blank area attacks from marksman. Now, I'm going to get into more specifics, obviously, for each particular weapon if you want to have a better rotation at it, but you can get away with just doing that for the entire... For the Light Lightning Cannon tree, or for future reference, LLC is what I'll be calling it, you're going to be killing mobs, just like every other combat profession. But you're going to use a speed-sliced LLC, because these things are slow. You want the fastest attack speed you can find. And you're going to use Marksman Point-Blank Single Special Attack. Once you get to the LLC Specialization Box number 2, you're going to use Lightning Single 1 and the point-blank single. Do not bother with the cone attack. It will miss a lot and it will slow your grind down considerably, so don't bother with it. Up next, we're going to be doing the Bounty Carbine tree. If you decided to go Master Carbines, then you should use this attack rotation. Wild Shot 2, Charged Shot 2, and then Action Shot 2, and then Spam Leg Shot 3. Wild Shot will stun and intimidate, and then Charged Shot will knock them down. Rinse and repeat to keep the stun and intimidate states up. Too easy. Now, if you decided to go pistols, the rotation will look like this. This is really simple. Action Shot 1, followed by spamming Leg Shot 2. Bounty Hunter Pistols tree. If you decided to go Master Pistols, then this is the attack rotation. This one's even simpler than the carbine one. All you're going to do is fan shot and kite. That's it. Now, if you decided to go Master Carbine, then your rotation will look like this. Health Shot 1, and then spam Body Shot 2. Health Shot will give you the health bleed, and the Body Shot will target the health pool. Now the hardest part of Bounty Hunter. The investigation tree. Before we get into that, here's some things I want you to think about and probably purchase. It'll make your lives easier. First thing up is bioengineered clothing. Specifically, you want stun and melee defense enhancements. And you also want the clothing to have at least 4 slots each piece. Be aware that the highest of these bonus can accumulate to is plus 25. So if you purchase all this stuff and it adds up higher than 25, it's not going to count past 25. We're going to tell you that you want to buy all the Bounty Hunter droid tapes you could find. The first mission that you're going to see here that I ran, I had no tapes and it took forever, as you will see. The last mission I have on this particular guide will show you what I have with plus 25 to all the droid tapes, and it went very quickly. These tapes can be found on the bazaar and are usually very cheap, and here's the ones you want to pick up. Droid tracking speed, tracking droid effectiveness, droid speed, droid precision. All right, so here's how the process is going to go. For the first set to get to Box 1 investigation, you're going to get the mission from a Bounty Hunter terminal and then talk to the corresponding Spec Ops agent. This will get you an exact waypoint to the target. Now, the best place to do this leveling is on Tyrena on Corellia. There's a BH terminal and then a Spec Op agent right next to it. Simply by grabbing the missions and getting waypoints until you find one that is in 2,000 meters so you're not driving all over creation. Keep running these missions until you cap out investigation XP. Now, I think this is at about 10,000 points. On occasion, you're going to find one way far away, but you might be able to fly to a shuttle port or starport and decrease the distance to the actual waypoint. So if you get one and you're not getting the ones that are real close and you start getting a lot of far ones away, open up your planetary map, see if they're close to a shuttle port or a starport, and if they are, then fly there, get the mark, kill them, come back. Once you've capped out and got your training done, we're going to fly off to Kadara on Naboo. It has a starport, obviously, and there are spec op agents for both Box 3 and the Box 4 missions. The third box that you're going to be doing will be on the planet you're on. You will need to purchase seeker droids and head to the mission terminal to get the bounty, then head to the spec op agents to get the biosignature, load the signature, and then launch the droid. Wait for the seeker to find the mark and give you a waypoint. This is the waypoint for Box 3 of Investigations Spec Op Agent. Remember, you're going to cap out your XP on this box just like you did the other one. It's going to make Investigation 4 go a lot faster because you won't have as much to do. As you can see, box 3 is pretty simple. Now, remember, cap out your investigation XP before you go and get trained. It'll make box 4 a lot easier. Okay, so now that we're done with box 3, we're going to go on to investigation 4. Investigation 4 requires you to purchase probe droids in addition to the seeker droids you already have. The last box of investigation requires a bit more to complete each bounty. The process is the same as the previous box, but once you get the biosignature, you have to head out of town, call the probe droid, a 20-second countdown will appear, and the droid will come crashing down near your location. Go over to it, load the biosignature, and head to the starport. As soon as the probe droid reports what planet the mark is on, fly out. Now, if you take too long, and then, I mean, this is like 20-30 minutes to get to the planet, there is a chance that the mark can leave the planet and you have to start all over again. So just get there as quickly as you can. Once you land on the planet, there's going to be a waypoint to the mark. Head there. Once you get there, that's when you're going to load your biosignature into a seeker droid and launch it. It will then locate the mark and start tracking it for you. Now, it may take a few locations for you to find the target, so don't get frustrated if you have to go to this waypoint and then to another waypoint. The other thing is, if it fails, you may have to launch another seeker droid. Some pitfalls to watch out for. While leveling Investigation 4, do not bother with any bounty over Class 200. They're hard to kill and will take a long time to complete. Class level 200 and below will give you a good amount of XP and be pretty quick most of the time. Now, like I said before, if you take too long to get to the planet your mark is on, they could leave and you will start all over again. The last pitfall is droids will get destroyed, eaten, fail, and a host of other things, so you may have to launch several before your bounty is done, so make sure you have plenty on hand at all times. Just to give you an idea, that mission took almost 30 minutes to complete. Okay, this is going to be our last bounty. We're going to do this in real time so you can see the difference between no tapes and all the tapes. It's a lot quicker, trust me. That mission, if you were keeping track, took just over 10 minutes. Big difference in time spent. With that last bounty mission completed, you now have all the points you need for Master Bounty Hunter. Congratulations! Let's head to the nearest BH trainer and finish this up. I'm going to list all the BH training waypoints in the description below. I hope you found this informative, or at very least, entertaining. And if so, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment because it will help the channel grow. I'd appreciate it. And as always, have a great day.